How we doing, everybody? Proud of the kids' effort today. I thought they played really hard throughout the game. I thought they kept playing no matter what the score was. Obviously not good enough on offense. We're still really struggling to throw the ball and turning the ball over. Those things are obviously major problems, things that we got to keep working on. But I'm proud of the effort that the kids gave. I thought that they played really hard. I thought the defense did a great job in the first half. Keeping them out. At that fourth down stop, forcing the field goal try, and then the miss. We're right in the game there going into halftime. Just need to generate a little bit more. We finally put a drive together, and then we kind of killed ourselves with a huge penalty there, which we are not built to overcome. First and 25 is not a place where we want to be. But I thought if we could have scored there, we could have kind of flipped the game, very much so. But that penalty kind of killed that drive. So, any questions?
Passing game, I guess, how do you get that turned around?
I don't have a great answer. Keep working at it. We seem to hurt ourselves in every possible way. Whether it's throwing it, catching it, protecting it. We just, penalty. The pass interference penalty. It's any possible way that we could have struggled in that game. We did. We just keep working at it, and they pretty much did what they do. They brought a little more pressure, but at times, we tried taking a shot there after the fourth down stop, and we turned it over. The first drive, we get a first down, and then we turned it over. So those things, but keep working at it. They're young players, they're young guys, young quarterback. And it's not like we have an older guy to go to. We have what we have. We'll give Cole more reps this week and see how that goes. But again, he's a freshman too, and so there's no guarantee that that's the answer.
Was there any point where you considered maybe making a change today?
No, because late in the third quarter we put a pretty good drive together. Then we turned it over, and I didn't really think that was going to help anybody. And then we did go on and put a drive together. We got a couple completions, got a touchdown, and then then we moved the ball a little bit. So I look at those opportunities as just chances for us to practice and grow and get work, and I think that they did get some positive work there. And so hopefully. There's a lot to grow off the, like the third and fourth quarter. We did a bunch of good things. Obviously, threw a pick six that is not a great thing, but I kind of keep telling the kids, regardless of the score, we just have to keep using those opportunities as chances to grow. Now, if this week, if Cole's the best option, then that's what we'll do.
He was throwing on the sideline, I think, like 10 minutes ago. It was only 21-0. So you weren't considering he wasn't getting ready if you guys had held there at any point. Not really. I think it was just staying ready just in case something came up, and then it went to 28, and then the pick went to 35. So it was kind of because really that was 21. We actually had a good drive, and not that we threw it a whole lot, but we were able to at least move the football, and we were going in a positive direction, and then that penalty kind of killed that drive. He had a couple more negative passes again. What is the issue there? Because that's something that kind of sets you back even further.
We probably practice screen more than any team in America. So it is dumbfounding, to be honest. I'm not really sure. Obviously we'll keep working at it, but that we have tried a bunch of different types of screens, and we just have really struggled with them all year. And that obviously we have to get better at it because we need. But we struggle to throw the ball down the field, so we're not exactly getting a lot of guys dropping and getting out of there. So, we had two screens today that I think went for negative yardage. It happened in the Maryland game. It happened last week. So, maybe we just shouldn't run any screens. I don't know.
Eddie Lewis, I don't think, played the first 4 games. Since you've taken over, he's sort of been back in the mix. I know you had some injuries, but what has he kind of done the last few weeks to get back on the field?
Well, Eddie's a good player, and, he's smart. He's a competitor. Obviously, losing Raheem has opened up that role a little bit for some of those guys because I don't think it's fair to put too much on Aaron's plate. Aaron can do a lot of the same things that Raheem does, but it's hard to ask him to play multiple positions as a freshman. So, we're trying to not overload him too much.
Defensively in that first half, you guys are really hanging with them. I guess what did you like about your group from a defensive standpoint early?
Well, we ran to the ball. We tackled pretty well. We didn't allow the big plays. In the last few games, some of the missed tackles have gone for really big plays. So today we limited that, and it definitely changed the tempo of the game. Because they don't play super fast, even though they're no huddle. They obviously don't try to go too fast, it's all check with me. And we did a good job of not allowing the big plays and kind of recognizing what they were doing, and not allowing the big runs either. So I thought that we really just swarmed to the ball. We tackled really well. Christian Izzian's done a really nice job back there. He's making a lot of plays. I'm pretty proud of his effort.
Deion Jennings started. Tyreek a little banged up, or just the
Yeah, I think that Coach Boo just thought that change things up and give us an opportunity to make some plays, and I thought he played really well. I mean, he made a lot of plays. I mean, obviously, you always got to watch the tape to see what the mistakes are, but he definitely, for a young guy, there were a lot of he made a lot of plays, especially early.
And that deep shot up 35 at the end, did you object to that? Taking
Not at
issue with
all.
that? No?
It's football. I mean, this is Big Ten football, and to me, I guess it was Bobby Bowden say that it's our job to keep the score down, not theirs. So I have no issue with that.
Nunzio, are there things that you see, like just maybe that the fans don't see, that maybe you could see some signs of hope over the final 5 games? Yeah,
I mean, these guys are playing hard. There are some spots where we just struggle to match up. I mean, it's just the truth. And so I don't fault our kids' effort at all. I think that they're doing the best they can. I think that we have some guys that are in spots that they're not entirely ready for. But there are a lot of guys that are still fighting and staying together. And, I mean, I wish I could tell you, like, hey, we're going to go out and score, 50 points next week. But that, apparently is not the reality, and that has not been happening for, since I've been here, pretty much. So, we have a long way to go. But like I keep saying, I just want this team to be, those players to be better players by the time, we get to the end of the year, so that whatever happens, they feel like, hey, they're getting meaningful reps. You get a guy like Isaiah Washington said to me at the end of the game, he's like, hey, Coach, I am not quitting. You're like, hey, you want that guy on the field. He's like, I am going to play as hard as I can, no matter what. And, he goes down there and gets a couple catches. The guy just loves to play football, and he's got a great attitude as a freshman, that's out there getting a chance to make some plays. And I think there's a bunch of those guys that are in that boat. I mean, I know Langen turned the ball over, but he'll keep swinging, he'll keep fighting, and, whatever it is. K-Ron gets in the end zone. It's a great experience as a freshman in college. First Big Ten touchdown's pretty good.
Take 2 more questions.
Do you have any problem with PJ or Minnesota throwing a touchdown with 9 minutes to go in the game?
Not at all.
Quarterback?
Yeah, no, just I think it's it's our job to stop them.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.